Hey, honey?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey everybody, it's your board barista Fen, and I'm here with a very special Wars Wednesday because we're actually talking about wars. This is a CCG created by Decipher back in the early 2000s. I'm trying to look for a copyright date on this. Yeah, 2004. So, 20-year-old game. First starter set box, $20. It's a dead game. Only ever came out with 2 sets, and it was created using the original Decipher Star Wars CCG game mechanics. They lost the right to make Star Wars cards to Wizards of the Coast because Wizards of the Coast had Pokemon, and we all know how that turned out. You know, they didn't want to break the cash cow of MTG. They didn't want to have any rivals, so they made sure that MTG was the one that survived, and they killed a lot of cool games to get there. Almost killed Pokemon, but luckily Niantic took the rights back from them and saved Pokemon from being completely worthless. But Decipher tried to fight on, tried to give the Star Wars CCG players the game mechanics they love, a brand new setting. I think this was, yeah, the story, the world building was all done by Michael J. Stackpool, who wrote a bunch of the Star Wars novels. So they had some talent on this game, but sadly Decipher had some problems with their finances, and well, they went the way of the dodo. And you can still buy this for. I offered the guy like what the going rate is at a flea market. I said, I'll pay $20 for it because that's what these are worth, and got it. So I'm gonna crack it open today. I love playing this. I never played any tournaments. Used to play just every single day with one of my old college roommates. Both of us played the Star Wars CCG. We loved playing this in the dorms, and we just pick up a box whenever we had. I think I've opened probably opened like 3 boxes of the base set and 2 boxes of the other set, but I've got a case unopened of both sets stashed at my parents' house, along with 3 starter deck boxes, 2 of the first one. I think I got 2 of the first set starters and 2 of the second set starters. So I got like 16 boxes of this stuff floating around. I'm probably gonna get my hands on some more. It's dirt cheap. Like, you can get the Incursion set, the Nowheres to Hide. You can get a booster box of both, plus all 12 of the starter decks that they came out with from Hills Wholesale Gaming for $45. You can entirely here you go, start being able to play this game today for $45. I mean, you can't, nobody can even find the Star Wars Unlimited boxes. They're all going for $240 on TCG Player. Maybe I'm waiting for the reprint for the prices to come back down, because I'm not paying double MSRP for cards right now. I already got my case. I got mine early. I was lucky with that, so decided to be like, you know what? Let's jump down a 20-year-old box of a game that really nobody knew about it. Even all the Star Wars players that I knew I keep finding Star Wars players they kind of heard about this. They probably never heard about this, but it is fun. It's like I said, it's only got 2 sets out there. It's a very easy game to collect. I plan on building a cube for this game, be able to just do some cool stuff. And I don't know if there's a players committee like there is with Star Wars producing new cards for the game, but I love it. It's a nostalgia trip for me. It's fun just to be able to be like, dude, these boxes are dirt cheap, and it's an easy game. Well, easy for previous Star Wars players to pick up. The game is a bit clunky, but Artwork is cool. The foiling process, I can't remember whether the foil is really good or not. I think it was like that early 2000s foiling process, so they're not really standouts. But let's crack this box open. All right, this box has been sealed for 20 years. Still got shrink wrap, still perfectly intact. Shrink wrap is perfectly tight. No, this is... Luckily, this is not a box I was planning on keeping. The box itself is in some rough shape. It was not showing some love. All right. 36 15 card packs. This is the way. This is the way that cards should be. There are foils in these packs. All right. Yeah, let's just crack open. Let's just crack open a pack. I think it's, so there's like 5 different factions. There's the Quay, right? There's the Quay, which were like these very evil looking insectoid aliens. There was the Gungan, which they were the people who controlled Mars. Their starfighters were actually some of the pimp cards in the set. Of course, you've got card types. You have orders. These are like your interrupts and events in interrupts in instants and sorceries and magic. The events in Star Wars Unlimited. You got locations, because like Star Wars, you build your location field. You got your characters. You had space characters, you had ships and characters with the 2 different types and vehicles. But yeah, I'm just gonna. Oh yeah, the foiling process. I forgot. It's Decipher foils. Decipher foils always looked good. I can't remember where the rare was in the pack, but hang on, let me grab my glasses real quick. Oh, they're right in my pocket. That's awesome. I thought I was gonna have to like go hunt all over the house for them, but let's turn on a little more light and let's look back through this pack. Like I said, it's been years since I played this game. Been years since I've actually looked at the cards and their rarity. Yeah. So down here you have like your set number and your rarity number down in the corner, and of course I am going blind in my old age. I gotta grab the magnifying glass. Yeah, so it has the set number, and then after that is a C, a U, or a F, or a R for common, uncommon, fixed, or rare, and that is number 101 in the set. So we got common. There's a rare foil. Sprite with a spite. So like the so like Star Wars Unlimited, you have faction icons, but the whole thing is you can only play the faction cost if you have the location that has a matching faction symbol down the side. So for this card, you'd have to have 3 Quay faction locations out. The cost is in this corner. The cost would be 3 energy. And the number up here is the Destiny, because this game uses our random number generator by revealing the top card of your deck. So the numbers would range from 0 to, I think they went to 6. I don't think they had any of the 7s like Star Wars did, but yeah, so that was a rare foil. And grab operator is uncommon. Uncommon, common, common. Where's my commons? Commons. Uncommons. Alright, so I believe in this pack in this pack the rare was the foil. So there's 3 uncommons. Common, 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 rare foil, common, 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 common. Yeah. So we get 11 commons and a rare foil or common or a yeah, they'd shift the rarity of the foil. I think they'd shift the rarity of the foil. Alright. let's crack a few more packs here. My favorite was actually to play going against the She were another extra dimensional alien race. A lot of psionic powers in their faction. Earther was, the green card's the Earther. The Mavericks are kind of like the unaligned, and like I said, the Gonkin were controlling Mars. So you had like this whole very much like the Expanse. So you had the Fringe Mavericks that are controlling the Belt. So you had the Earthers, and you had the Martians, and then you just encountering these extraterrestrial aliens. Modular transport. All right, this was another cool thing of the game. This one, yeah, that is our rare out of the set. Rare out of the pack. So you had like this would deploy for 0, as long as you had 2. I'm way the heck up there. Sorry. So this would deploy for 2 Maverick icons. Cost was 0, so you have a 0 drop. It'd be a 1 power, 4 tactics, and 1 defense. So the tactics value meant if you had 4 better, you could get a Battle Destiny to add to it while you're fighting. Defensive value is like how hard it is to hit. Power is how much power it has. But you could pay 6, and then you could invert it to flip it up like this. And each time you attack here, if you have another inverted ship, activate 3 energy. So basically, this modular transport would basically turn into a 4/4 equivalent. Not be able to draw a Destiny by itself, but definitely allow you to activate 3 energy because you have this inverted ship already here, going and being part of the fight. So it was cool. I'm looking to see if there's any standouts. Like I said, again, like the show The Expanse, you have the Ganymede and all the different parts of the solar system were here. Yeah, the psionic is called Kizin. So basically, if you had a Kizin, which is somebody who had like psionic abilities, you would be able to get a bonus. This one's your total power is +2 at this site, because you wouldn't actually fight, like attacks a unit. You'd actually have like a bunch of units at one location, and they could either like stay and guard that location, they can move to another one. So there's a lot of moving around the board tactics involved in the games. The bots were always kind of cool. These, you could basically put these back into your deck, and they had a 6 destiny number. So that was really cool for being able to track your destinies, because you could actually, if you could keep track of what the top card of your deck was, you could be able to start a fight, draw a destiny, like you got that Tactics 4, and be able to know, oh, my top card is going to be a 6, or if you're trying to shoot something, then you basically be like, okay, I know where my 6 is. Like this grade 7 fluid laser costs +2 attrition. Attrition is what you have to lose from the site. Whenever you, even if you won the battle, if you had more power than your opponent, but you still they still had an attrition value, you still had to get rid of that. You had to sacrifice that much defense in order to cover the attrition. So, and this was how the weapons would work. You'd pay an energy, choose a target ship or a character depending on whatever the weapon targeted. Then you be able to damage it if it's defensive value. So like defensive value 1. is greater than the Destiny plus number of capital ships you have here. So if you have, like, each of the ships have different keywords on it. So you got like ship capacity 2, Hellcats, inverter, fighter. So this one wouldn't, like, if this weapon was on a capital ship, then you get 1 for the capital that it's on. If you had like a bunch of capital ships, then you'd be able to go, I can get like a Destiny plus 2, Destiny plus 3. Expansion. Oh yeah, this was actually, this has no faction. It's a universal. It can go into any deck, be played by anybody. Costs 0. Choose one. You can download an encampment that has a support icon. And the support icons are that little faction icon, matching one you have in play. Or if you only have one type of support icon in play, download an encampment. So you can end up. So if you only had like Maverick support icons and you needed an Earther icon, you could go get an Earther location with this. It was great. It was a lost interrupt, so it didn't go back into your deck. And I believe your deck building limits, this was back during the days of the rule of 4, was prevalent across all games. Any game could only have 4 copies of a card. So I always ran 4 expansions in my deck because it really did help you be able to go get your encampment and build your stuff up. Station launch bay. So there's a space station that actually gets overrun by the Quay, and they're just infesting it. Pay 2 energy. You can move a target unit here to another site. So basically, this was like the old Star Wars CCG docking bays. You could basically use this to get around anywheres. Cool thing is any player could use the game text of the site as long as they were there. So that was cool. Opulent transport, just another. This was a she ship that you could just pay 2 energy and gain a she icon, support icon. So if you had like, a 3-drop, there was a Earther one for that. So if you had this blockade in your hand and you just needed an extra icon on your side, like you need both the other icons, you could be like opulent transport, pay 2 energy, give this location, and then I'll go expansion and get another location to get out there. So it was all good in the hood. The level 2 Guru, this was actually made into a tournament foil. Cosmetic attrition for each of your units has tactics plus 2. So so she already had tactics 2, but if you had like 2 guys or girls that had tactics 3, then your attrition would be higher because the tactics, like I said, you could. I know. This game is so old and so like nobody plays it that I gotta like explain how to play it while we're looking at cards. But it was really cool. I'm just gonna stop explaining, just crack open some packs, show you some artwork. Oh, Maulers, these were cool. I had a card that would let me invert these for free, because this was like. Yeah, when you invert this character during a battle here, you may damage target unit here. So basically you're paying 5 to invert it, and it just auto-damaged something. Didn't even have to worry about trying to shoot it or anything. They just jumped out and damaged it. Ship enters play. Yeah, the Jawa ship. Basically making your opponent have to pay energy. This was a good one to have in the case they had like some sort of a trick up their sleeve. Make them exhaust some of their energy so they weren't able to play cards on your turn. Oh, nice. The Earth corporate headquarters. Each time a vehicle enters play here, the player may play a warrior here. That warrior has no energy cost to play, so you basically get to be able to put a free dude down every time you put a vehicle down. That was a cool location. Really good starting location, too. It gives 2 icons for your side, 1 for the opponent's. It is unique, so they can end up playing their copy to switch it out, but that's okay. Derium Heist. You may only play this interrupt if you've won a battle this turn. Opponent reveals 2 cards from his or her hand, then puts them on top of his reserve pile in any order. So basically, you can make their. Yeah, if you won the battle, then you basically go look at your opponent had to show you 2 cards in their hand, and then basically be like, okay, I gotta put these ones back. Good little hand disruption card there. As long as the ship is at a sector, Luna Garrison Fighter has Luna in its title. The ship is power +2, tactics +1, defense. Yeah, it just gets better being at Luna. Mechanic script, reveal the bottom card of your reserve deck, note Destiny, and put it on top of your use pile. If its Destiny equals Destiny, you may play a card. If you do, that card costs 6 less energy to play. Oh, so you basically show the bottom deck, then put it on top of your use pile, and then you so if your Destiny values match, you can play. You can basically make something cost 6. Oh yeah, you're like showing off your deck's manipulation skills. Refuge. Until your turn, opponent can't attack target location where you have 4 more units. Where 4 more of his units have entered play. Oh, this was a great card to have in your deck, because there's a lot of times where you just like get jumped. They just play a bunch of dudes down, and you just be like, refuge. We'll just you know, it was basically like, okay, you're gonna beat me down here, attacking with like 5 guys to my 1 guy. I'm just gonna play this. You can't attack me. It was used, so it went back into your deck, so you could get to play it more than just the 4 times in the game. This is an example of a pilot. They had piloting skill, and that skill was how much power and tactics they added to the ships they were piloting. And the cool thing is they got this guy had the pay 4 energy. You could stop a ship from trying to run away from it. Lose the energy from your hand. Put a card from your hand on top of your use pile. Move the ship to target sector. Good way. It's not really the best way, but it's an alright way to be able to just like move the ship anywhere on the board, because you have to like move in order. But this one could just be like, oh, I'll pay 3 and I'll move to the completely opposite side of the board. So that was good. It was alright. Dauntless defense. Use your units in Starship Battle at target location defense +1 until end of turn. Not bad, not bad. Close call. Only during remove phase, put target ship or unit in its owner's hand. Oh yeah, you could basically just be like during my. So yeah, if you're playing a she deck, you got a ship down there by itself. You can play refuge, and you know you ain't gonna be able to run away from their thing. You can just kind of like put that ship back to your deck, or you know you're already winning. You could start putting stuff back into your deck. That was always cool. Like, I'm already ahead. I might as well just keep putting all my stuff back. Plundering Bandit, Power 0, but it's an inverter. These were cool because if you won the battle here, you get to pay 1 energy. If you do, invert the ship. So you put this down for 2 when you're already winning, and then get it to flip it over, and you get a bigger beat stick out of it. Well, this character sight and damage. Each of your units here is immune to attrition. That was a good attrition absorber. You just basically have that dude get damaged, and then it would satisfy all the rest of their attrition. Good Hellcat Ivatrix. I think she's actually on the box art for the box right there. So 2 for a pilot that's +2/+2. So that's cool. Ooh. We got a Seal Light Side. This one gains, if you have a ship here, it gains a she icon. It already has 2. This one I think was a good she starting location to put out. Nimble Jockey. I gotta remember to keep my hands down. Up the sleeve. Corporate Transport. Yeah, that one's the Corporate Transport. That's the one that adds the Earth, their image. Earther icons. Tell life ship, cares about ship, don't count towards its capacity. Yeah, this thing was awesome. You could just cram it right full of as many units as you want. You could end up using it to hoover the put a unit from aboard the ship on top of its owner's use pile, make the ship power +1 until end turn. So you could just, like, when you're getting to the end game and you want to put a bunch of cards back in your deck, so your life total differential, which is the how many cards you have in your deck, it's how many points you win by. you'd basically just start putting guys on this ship and just start putting them back into your deck. CGC Grunt, just a Earth Defense Force Trooper. As long as each of your at least one of your units here has higher tactics than any of your opponent's units, this character is power +2 and defensive. So if your leader is better than their leader, then you're getting a bonus. Salvage Transport, that's the Quay. Pay 2 energy, give your location a Quay icon. Themis Landing Pad, pay 2 energy, move any number of target units you have here to another site. May use this ability only during your move phase. Your opponent may use this ability during his or her move phase. So yeah. Another one of the docking bays, as they call them, ports. Type 2 fighter. As long as this ship, as I said, has no support icons, it's power +2 and defensive pursuit. There was kind of a little like theme for a little bit of having some unaligned stuff, but I'm just gonna go through and see if there's any cards. Ooh, unlock station, capture base, put target ship you have here on top of its owners. Use pile, download a site that has this. Oh, this was my favorite. This is my starting location for my Quay deck. I basically start with this, play a few really easy like Quay ships to say that you can put them back on top of that had like some sort of ETB ability or something like that, and I would just basically cycle the ships to get all of my locations out. Play a 2-drop ship, put it out there, get my site. And then end of my turn, just cycle the ship back into my deck. It was a really good strategy. You could just basically get to your get a ton of sites out, built, and have the base all set. Zanko Fighter, is that the rare one? Oh, that's the common one. But as long as you have 2 other Gungan fighters here, ship is power +1. That one was good. The Razorjack. Channel Real Battle Destiny that has 6 or more. You may pay 3 energy if you do invert the ship. That was a good location to have. Ganymede. Took care of him well. Yeah, the Ganymede was like the big energy. Each time there's unit enters play here, the player's opponent pays 1. Another little taxing site. And Ganymede, unstable ground. Each drain is +1 here, so if you control the location, you would basically make your opponent, like if you got a guy down on the table on one side and they didn't have anybody on the other side, they'd have to discard 1 card from either their hand or any top of one of their decks equal the number of icons on their side. So this one, you had to always put a unit down each turn, and at the end of your turns, one of your units would fall into the thing and have to go back into your deck, but it allowed drains. This was a cool little card to fight over, a little location to have fun on. Maybe I will keep this video a little short. Maybe I'll just try to get through this one stack, because it's been a while and my voice is going crazy. But if people want to see me go through the rest of the cards and do some more stuff with this, definitely leave a comment down below. Just looking for something that might stand out here as being like, this was the bombest card in the entire set. Kumoko. Transport 4, when the ship enters play, for each related site where you have a unit, this ship costs 1 less. Oh yeah, this was a cool one. Like, if you controlled like a lot of the ground, you could basically play this thing for free up in space. Dismiss 1 of your other units here. The character is immune to attrition. Dismiss 2 of your characters here. Damage start. Oh yeah, he was good. He was good. Of course, because he had 3 She icons, you really had to be a She heavy deck. But every deck I built for She was She heavy. It's a Kaizen, so it gets all the Kaizen matters cards, but you could basically kill one of your characters here and make this thing immune to attrition, and kill 2 of your other characters, and basically just damage a character in the same fight right off. So if you had a bunch of characters, you wouldn't mind sacrificing. You could just I'm gonna kill that thing, kill your really good character, and then make my guy immune for attrition, and we'll fight, and I'll probably win. Sir Corvator. Looking for another good bomby card. I'm just gonna speed it up here. I'll make it through this stack, not take up too much of your time. Oh yeah, outmaneuver, cancel target, pending interrupt or pending order unless your opponent pays 1 energy. It's like, you want to pay 1 more for that, or do I get to counterspell you? This commander, you cost +1 attrition. Each site here for each of your inverted units you have here. That was a nutty card in my Quay deck. I'd have a lot of cheap, easy to invert characters here, and just causing tons of attrition. Ganymede. Each player's drain here is +1 for each related site they control. So if you control a lot of Ganymede, you could really drain them out in space. Oh, is that the rare one? Is that the rare one? Alright, give me my magnifying glass. That is the rare one. Kamuku Fighter. Let's see what made this so good. Irish Play made download a card called Kamuku Fighter. This had Squadron Hawks. Oh, you play this, you go get the other one. You play the next one, you go get the other one. Play the next one, go get the other one. You would basically get to see these. Let's see all 4 of these in the first like 2 turns you played one. The card, yeah, and so you get the reminder when you download a card, search your reserve deck for that card, reveal it to your opponent, then put it into your hand, shuffle your reserve deck. Nice, we got a Kamuka Fighter. Nice. Anything else? Earth, humanity's home. As long as you have a ship here, your side gains another Earth support icon. Or if you have an enemy, if your opponent has one, they get a Earth icon on their side. Earth, humanity's home. Kamuka Fighter, that's pretty good. Some of the Shi weapons. Put a card from your hand on top of your use pile. Your opponent chooses one of his or her units in the battle here and damages it. Unless he or she puts 2 cards in their hand. Another good resource denial weapon here. I liked how they had a lot of like alternate, like, do this to target instead of just like pay energy. So that was always cool. James Howler. A 3rd-generation military leader, Howler is surprised by nothing in battle. Death does not scare him. The thought of not fulfilling his duty does. He's got a very heroic, captain-y, "You apes want to live forever!" look on his face. Pay 3 energy, the character is immune to attrition for the end of the turn. And you cause +1 attrition for each of your vehicles here. So, not a bad rare. Diplomacy bot, and it's got losing an arm and shoved over in the corner. Yeah, diplomacy does not work in a game called Wars. Each time you lose a battle here, if your casualties are more than 5, they are reduced to 5. Casualties was like how much defense you had to sacrifice. So, diplomacy bot soaking up some damage. That's pretty good. Alright. Maybe we'll get lucky. It's probably not too good chances that we're going to see more of the rare red fighters, but always cool to hope to see another one. Alright, there's my rare. Each time a unit here is lost, if this character is at site, you may pay 7 energy. If you do, play that unit here to use as yours. It costs nothing to play. Oh, yeah, he could basically, like, if you had 7 energy and they lost like one of their really good things, you could just take it for 7 energy. That was a good card. His stats: power 1, tactics 1, defense 2. He's gonna die, but if you got him out and you got 7 energy just floating there, you could totally just gank something. Gongan Pilgrim's Haven. So this is basically Mars. Each player that has at least 2 support Icons generates 1 more energy here. Yeah, okay. Spirit Thief, activate energy equal to target damage. Oh yeah, Spirit Thief, that was a good card to play. So why I like to play in the Gonkin. You're just like, alright, yeah, that thing's got damage, so I'm gonna pay 2, I'm gonna activate a bunch of energy, be able to play some shenanigans like paying 7 and stealing one of your dudes you're gonna lose. That dude you're gonna lose. Yeah. It's almost like, yeah, that like playing Wars has made me realize like getting benefits when you Grid Tactician. Ooh, yeah, like getting the benefit of like I'm gonna kill your thing and I'm gonna get more resources. It's good. Grid Tactician was always is a really good ramp card. It costs 2, but you put it down and you gain 1 more energy at its location. Each time a card revealed for Destiny this way, while using a weapon here, the Destiny value is +2, so you're basically in the valley, you get to shoot better. Resource Technician, as long as this character is a site that has no support icons on your side, you generate 2 more energy here. Yeah, the Resource Technician and Grid Technicians, those definitely allowed people to like really ramp. Taman Fighter enters play, you get to retrieve a card. There was a really good Gonkin space deck I can remember from back in the day. It was just like so much ship tactics. So much ship tactics. Just ruled space with fighters and just made your opponent not even want to go near space. Mark of the Kami. Alright, this is my rare. You may play this asset beneath one of your opponent's sectors, and additional costs for a player to drain there. They must have at least 8 total power, so you basically be able to put that down and basically shut off like somebody could not drain you. Space, sharpen steel each time. Ability of a weapon damages a ship or unit. You may pay 2. If you do, destroy that ship or unit. Yeah, that was a good one. They also had like they're heavily Japanese themed with the Gonkin, having like energy katanas and stuff like that. But they also have like mechs, and I'm kind of hoping to actually crack one of their mechs in this collection of cards. I'm probably not going to be able to resist the urge to crack the entire box right now. It's too much fun just opening these packs. So I'm just going to open one more after this. I'm looking to see if there's anything cool, anything that's standing out to me. What was the rare in this pack? Alright. Reconnoiter, Kaizen, Warrior Unit, Power 3, Tactics 3, Defense 4, Scouting. You may play this side that has no air. Oh yeah, it's like the spy mechanic. Each time your opponent drains an adjacent site, you may put this character on top of its owner's use pile to cancel the drain. Ooh, I don't even like think I remember that from back in the day. That is a good, like, you play it down and you can put it back into your deck to cancel a drain. You play it down to be able to get to a location that they're hiding behind, and you can drain there. Oh, that's fire. That's fire. Racing Swoop, love these things. Each time you reveal a card, 6. Oh yeah, 6 or more. I had like a really heavy 6s deck. Inca 2, Starfighter for Icon. As long as you have a unit that is piled on the board, you cost +2 attrition here. Nice, nice, nice. Hawkswing. Your opponent can't lose cards. Raise her hand to a drain here. Oh! Is that the rare? No, that was only uncommon. This Hawkswing was like one of the best ships because you could always lose from your hand. You're like, oh yeah, I don't need this card. I can get rid of it. But losing from your deck was like so demoralizing because you didn't know what card it was, and you know you just took a blind gamble, and it might have been like your one really good card that you were losing. But no, that is It's cool. And the Inca Squadron, like her sister ship Inca 1, Inca 2, is deceptively similar to old Earth fighters. It's all part of the plan to shield design advancements from the enemy. Alright. Yeah, no. This was a time where basically the uncommon outclassed the rare, and just being able to... I mean, there was a rare alien in Star Wars that had the same ability. That's like, you could force them to have to lose from the location. And it was just so much better, because you were guaranteed that they would lose cards from their hand because they'd be like, I can get rid of bad cards. But the chance that they flip over a good one was just... it just demoralized them. Oh. Alright, thanks for just tuning in for this. Like, to watch me crack open some old packs and have some fun taking some walks down memory lane. I'll spare you me going through the rest of the box, but I'm gonna nerd out here, relax, enjoy opening my packs, and I'll see you next time. Like I said, if you like, if you're a Wars TCG fan, you want to see me do some more content, like a how to play video and stuff like that, and opening more packs. I mean, this, like I said, this stuff's cheap. You can get one of every sealed product for you know, one of each of the 6 starter decks, one of each of the booster boxes for $45 online, and have a field day and build a little collection. You do need the starter decks, because there's the encampment cards only came in the starter decks, and to really build a deck you need the encampments. You don't absolutely 100% need them, but it's beneficial to have them, so I would definitely recommend getting your hands on some starter decks. Like I said, it's $45, man. You spending... It's a great entry cost. You can't find Star Wars Unlimited packs anywhere, so just go have some fun. It's a great fun game. If you're a fan of The Expanse, you'll love it. It really does. Like, when I started watching The Expanse, I was like, is this Wars? Where's the She? Where's the Gungan? Where's the She? Where's the Quay? Where's the aliens coming in here? I feel like it's cool. It's like that. And again, enough of me rambling and nerding out. Peace. Bye, everybody.
Hey everybody, thanks for staying till the end of the episode. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Follow us on Facebook at Board Barista Productions. And if you want to support us, Patreon link at the bottom.